The average mother in America is stressed out, okay? Y'all are stressed. I know because I was one, and my friends are still moms in America, and they all are stressed TF out, from illness to mental, physical illness, stress, I mean, pain, like, and we're not talking about it. We're not talking about it. We're just moving through life as if this is normal, and it's not normal. And this is the real reason why I'm here in Tanzania right now. And I was talking to my friend in South Africa, and as I'm making my preparation to come there, he was just like, do you realize you're giving up your soft life to come to South Africa? And I was just like, yeah, I know. But I also know that I now know how to self-regulate. I now know what my body needs and the type of love and self-care that I need when I feel like I'm overworking myself. I now know what it means to have 2 years of a career break where I am devoted to myself and to my children and able to operate at the highest frequency possible. Well, for me now, right? Like, because I know that ascension is abundant, and so I can continue to elevate my frequency and my vibration. But I was at such a low frequency in the US, and it's the real reason why I'm here in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. So I talk a lot about my plans to relocate to South Africa, and I am still doing that. In fact, I will be sharing, more about that process in my membership that I'm launching. So please stay tuned. If you are a subscriber, be sure to consider the membership. You guys asked me a lot of questions about showing you around, showing you my lifestyle, talking more about certain things. And I'm gonna do that. I'm now gonna do that in a membership format where I am sharing value and getting that in return. So be sure to look out for the membership where I'll talk about visas, I'll do vlogging, and talk a little bit more about some really intricate processes that I went through, right? But in this video, I'm gonna talk really just about the real reason why I'm here in Tanzania, which is ultimately self-love and self-care. But first, let me introduce myself. If you're new to the channel and the algorithm has put you up on the screen, my name is Ashley. On my channel, Ashley in Africa, I talk about my experience moving, living, and doing business here on the continent of Africa. And I am currently residing in the beautiful country of Tanzania, and I'm loving it. It has been a full year and a half. As we approach October, it'll be 2 years, but I was gone and, traveling really around the continent and, back to the US, and that's a whole nother story that will be talked about in the membership. But it's been, a good year and a half, 18, 19 months, 20 months, something like that I've been here. And I'm grateful that I'm here. And I talk a lot about gratitude, y'all. You hear me talk a lot about it because I am filled with gratitude, and I operate from that space. And so while, yeah, there are things that are challenging, there are things that are difficult, that I talked about in a former video that I'll link below, the hard parts of it. But listen, I wouldn't trade it for the world. When I see what's happening in the US, what I see what's happening with my friends, girlfriends, mothers, wives in the US, like, no, I'm good. And so it's a Saturday afternoon, the kids are home, families are doing their thing. My Dada, she's here, taking care of us, and you'll hear a lot of background noises, the water pump, people talking, chickens, all that. So bear with me. And as you know, I have notes. So if this content resonates with you, please be sure to like it, subscribe to our channel. Less than half of the the views are subscribers. And so be sure to subscribe, support the channel, share it with someone that you think would find value in it. They would be really grateful, and so would I. And I'm sure something great for you will happen as well. So I want to talk about my experience here. When I got to Dar es Salaam, everything really just flowed naturally and easy for me. And hindsight, I took that as a sign that it was where I was meant to be. And a lot of times people are like, what made you come to Dar es Salaam? And while the stars aligned and it was really one of the only places that I could come during the time when I did come, it was a spiritual calling for me. And I felt like it was an assignment that I was being told, you need to do this or else. And I now realize that there was an immense amount of healing that I needed to do coming out of, you know, a space where I had overextended myself to everyone around me and had depleted everything that I had. I was a shell of a woman. I was a shell of a person that was working 80 hours a week at one point, you know, raising 2 children in a really kind of one-sided relationship, emotionally one-sided relationship, and relationships with family members that was really one-sided emotionally. You know, I was coming out of a place where healing was required. I needed to heal to thrive. And it is one of the main reasons why I love this country, why I love this land. There is something about this land that facilitates the healing of a Black American woman. And while I know that these places exist all over the world, because I see it happening, where there is this huge paradigm shift of the divine feminine coming back to herself, returning to her true self, remembering who she is, you know, there are many places that this can happen, but for me, this was here in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. And as I see, you know, my friends, again, that are mothers, that are wives, that are, you know, divorcees, that are widowers, and even some of the women that I talk to during the consultations that I have, like, there's so much pain and trauma that we are just dealing with, that we're just carrying around with us. And it's not meant to be that way. And it's coming out through sickness. Our bodies are responding in ways that are showing us there's something wrong. And some of us aren't heeding to it. Others of us are, and they're the ones that are connecting with me on these one-on-one calls. And I'm so grateful for you, and I'm honored to hold space for you. And the ones that aren't, you know, are some of my closest friends that I talk to, and that, you know, I think because we're so connected, they feel, you know, a little bit overwhelmed. And I try to like share a little here and there and say, hey, you know, I've stepped into that place of honoring that I am too a healer. And in my healing work, I have become a healer, and am honored to hold space, and as well take up space, because I take it up, because I'm, you know, healing is a journey. It is not a destination. But it, again, you know, it's one of the main reasons why I'm here. Self-love is a radical act. And a lot of my family and friends, they look at me like, girl, what are you doing? Like, are you just like, I'm living life, and I'm living life on my own terms, and I'm being provided for as I operate in this space of abundance. And that self-love and that healing has allowed me to remember that I am an infinite being. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. And in that spiritual practice, recognizing that abundance is infinite, I am infinite. All my needs are taken care of. My source is a higher power that doesn't exist in the structures of which I used to regularly participate in. And now potentially going back into that space, I have that awareness now. And I know how I can operate, and I know how to level set and connect with the things around me that can support and continue that. I hope I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense, and it's, you know, it's resonating with you. For people that have made the move, for diasporans and, you know, returnees that have made the move back home, y'all feel me? Let me know in the comments if this is resonating with you. And for those African Americans in the US that hear me speaking, and you've seen my evolution, right? You've seen where I've come from. The people that know me, the people that don't really know me, are getting to know me through YouTube. I hope you see that. I hope you feel that, because I'm serious about that. I operate in that daily. And so that healing is so important, y'all. Like, and doing that healing work unlocks the healing for your lineage. Like, I realize that I am doing this for my lineage, my ancestors, and my children that are closest to the ancestors. Like, they are now able to be repaired from that trauma that was just cycling through my lineage, my family, my environment. And I'm healing. I am healing lineage in this radical act of self-love by healing myself in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. That's a trip. You know, another one of the reasons is the peace of mind. There is nothing like peace of mind. I don't care if you're making 6-7 figures a year and you don't have peace, you have nothing. The return on peace is everything. Having gone from making $100,000 a year plus in a career where I had no peace to making, I don't even know, I'm making, you know, less than that now. But I'm provided for. I live a luxurious lifestyle filled with love, peace, abundance, kindness. That peace is everything. When you have people that rap about all the bad things that are happening in the US and saying that it is getting wild. I think 21 Savage tweeted from Atlanta, right? He's an Atlanta rapper. That's where I moved here from. You hear my daughter in the background singing. Again, like, just when children sing, they're happy, you know, and she's so happy here. And it's about her environment, but also about her family, her mother being in that state of peace. And so, and not singing any, you know, ratchet song on the radio. She's just singing songs that she creates. And she does this all the time. Sings, performs, dances all around you. But anyway, yeah, 21 Savage, he tweeted, like, you know, the gun violence has to stop in America, in Atlanta specifically. And when you have somebody that profits off of that lifestyle, saying it's a problem, yo, it's a problem. And there's no peace in attempting to turn a blind eye, attempting to think that it's not gonna affect you. I have some close friends who are millionaires, who've been millionaires for years, that have been victims of gun violence in the last 6 months. And I don't know how you operate in that daily. There's no peace in that. And so the peace of mind that I feel is unexplainable. It is priceless. It is calming. It is reassuring. It is affirming that I am doing the right thing for myself and my family. And, you know, the last thing is truly existing in a space of abundance. And now I'm not here to say that poverty does not exist here, because it exists all over the world. But when you hear things about shortages and food shortages and famine and drought, I'm not seeing that here. I can't walk 10 meters without having access to fresh fruit and vegetables, fresh food being made from scratch at the end of my block. I can't move to the main road without seeing 7 or 8 fruit and vegetable stands with beautiful green, yellow, orange, purple produce. Like, abundance is around me. The sun is abundant. The food is abundant. People here don't go hungry. I don't know what they're talking about. People are starving in Africa. Again, like, maybe in certain other parts, but not here in Tanzania. And existing in a space of abundance, physical abundance, reminds you to operate in a spiritual place of abundance regularly. And it is why I'm here. It is why I'm forever grateful to have lived and experienced a beautiful land as Tanzania. And I can't say that I won't have some type of connection here forever, but I'm grateful. I am so grateful. And if you and your family have an interest in moving here to Dar es Salaam or even traveling for an extended period of time, I'd love to support you in your journey. Feel free to connect with me. Find some time on my calendar below. I'd love to support you. And if you have an interest in expanding your business here as well, I've helped several people connect with globally and internationally renowned attorneys, accountants, government officials to help them. Yes.
Can you get a tile?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Yes, I sure can.
Okay.
Okay, when I finish.
Please, Mommy.
Yes, I will. I'm almost done.
Please, Mommy.
Yes, I got you. Let me finish this and I got you. So if you have an interest, I'd love to work with you. Please be sure to connect with me. And until the next video, I'll see you soon.